Well, today is day 63 of my 90-day tiny experiment. And in this 90 days, I am really going through an experiment, a tiny experiment, even though it's 90 days, which seems kind of long. But I have been practicing tiny experiments for some time now, and I really wanted to put this idea of doing a tiny experiment for myself really to the test around this simple idea of being a particular type of person. I describe that as being a future me pro, and to be that person in the future. And so each day I practice what it means to actually be that person, actually to live that out. And then I will do a future me video that just gives me a quick overview of that day, that thing that I really had an opportunity to get clarity on about this I call it a data point. When you're doing tiny experiments, what you're looking for is learning something about yourself and creating and finding a data point, because it's just really about curiosity. And then when you find that data point, you want to highlight that and capture it. And in my case, what I do is I capture that, put it on a future me video, push it out to the future a week, and then actually revisit that. So today's future me prompt I call the Neuroscience of Hope. So I had an opportunity today to sit down with several of my teammates, and we talked about this idea of what it means to actually have a true science around this process. We call that science the Neuroscience of Hope. And what it really does is as you begin to step in and connect with your future me, your future self, you begin to build agency, and then you look for pathways to the future in order to fulfill the things that you see and want and really get clarity on in the future. So that science we are calling the neuroscience of hope. Hope is, in fact, a very studied subject. Most people don't know that. There's what's called the science of hope, which is about 50 years old. It has been studied at length. I believe more than 2,000 research projects around this. There's currently schools that actually teach the concept of hope. Where we are unique is we've really brought this idea of hope into the area of neuroscience, and then allowed us to create a simple and easy process that is digital. and that's the exciting thing. It really does allow us to connect with our future, to build our agency, and then to help people understand how to fulfill and make that hope come alive through creating new pathways, right? So the neuroscience of hope we'll continue to press into. We're writing a book around that subject. We are defining it. We're living in it. And this is really what a Future Me Pro does. A Future Me Pro is a person that's going to help other people really create a hopeful future, but also to use this process of